Hey guys, Rancher bringing another Challenger Tier solo queue commentary, this time on a North American server. Whoa, Janna just went insane. As you know, that's what happens when Kalista decides to share her soul with you. Anyway, before we get into the game, let's actually go over the teams real quick. Dyrus the man, gonna be playing Hecarim top lane. We're gonna have Arcsecond playing the Azir mid, Liquid Keith playing Kalista AD carry, WildTurtl playing Janna support. Somebody, playing the wrong side of the play spot lane, but whatever. Cat 8 playing the Aatrox in the jungle. On the opposite side, we have Keane playing the Vladimir. Seems like he's going to be going mid. Lulu seems like he's going to be going top. Going to be played by Ice. Vel'Koz being played the dawoofsclaw. He seems to be going support. We have ZionSpartan playing in the jungle as Lee Sin, and we have Hoofspark playing the Jinx. Seems like we have a little bit of lag stuff going on here, but it seems like everything will be fine in the long run. A little bit of harass going on here. Top lane, bot lane, seems like some harass coming in as well. Actually, Lee Sin here to help out, trying to catch everything out. Kalista a little bit out of position, but she's fairly close to her tower, so they should be fine, getting a little bit of damage off on all sides. Vel'Koz is actually going to take a little bit of harass here from the Janna. She's gonna shield herself and actually get the Vel'Koz down so low that he has to be, as seeing as how well we haven't had any towers. Ooh, but we haven't had any minions spawning yet. They are spawning now, so Vel'Koz gonna have to hurry out to is gonna have to hurry out in order to swap here. Whoops. Let's see. Here we go. Oh my god, this is not working. There we go. Right, what was I talking about? Right, I was talking about Vel'Koz having to come back on play. Yeah, as you see guys in this commentary, we have actually quite a few big names. We have Dyrus playing as Hecarim top. He's playing his position. We have WildTurtl, mind you, not playing his main position, but you got these two big guys that are on TSM and actually in the North American LCS, waiting to make a splash this season. We have Keane, we have ZionSpartan, also not technically playing in his main role, but still we got these big names, so this might actually be a pretty exciting game, even though some of these guys are not playing the main roles. And I actually think these are actually quite exciting lanes. It's going to be fun stuff. I find it interesting to see that Azir actually going barrier rather than ignite, so he's not going to have a lot of kill potential on this Vladimir. But Vladimir is going to have a hard time killing them too. He actually doesn't have ignite himself, so it seems like he's just going to hope to join the late fights, as Vladimir will want to do. Has a fairly decent team, I think, to help him out. His ultimate and Jinx's splash crits are actually pretty strong. Seems like there's going to be a gank a little bit here top lane. Hecarim going to take a little bit of damage. It seems like he's going to be fine overall. A lot of fighting going on here bot lane, as well as the Jinx and Kalista. They're going to be trading half health now on Jinx and Kalista. There is a shield. There is an exhaust going to come off on the Jinx. Heal going to be popped from both sides. Going to see whether they actually manage to do anything. The Rend should be coming out. There we go. First blood, the Rend on the Kalista. She doesn't keep on jumping around. She might get taken down by the Vel'Koz. No, another Rend going to be popped. Early double kill for the Kalista. That's going to be pretty strong. Now mid lane, we also see a gank coming in here. Lee Sin actually ganking top lane, then instantly ganking mid lane, trying to create position for himself as he sees that there's actually good stuff happening for the opposite side bot lane. But yeah, Kalista, I'm seeing her use, she seems to be gaining some popularity, really strong. We're seeing this Runan Hurricanes build on her now, because then she can just rend multiple targets and can do a bunch of bonus damage. Really powerful, like heavy attack speed build. Just getting a bunch of her passive, the rend thing. Yeah, getting a bunch of those stacks on the opponent and just killing them with that. Really strong overall. So with the Rend, so really strong with a bunch of attack speed. So we have to be careful with her. She can surprise you. Just all of a sudden you seem like, okay, I can survive this, and all of a sudden she uses Rend and you die, and you're just like, okay, how did that happen? Vel'Koz already coming in mid, Janna as well. Both supports coming in here doing a lot of damage to the Azir. Vlad a little bit out of position to really help with this. Seems like Janna is actually going to be able to escape here just fine. Top lane, stealing a little bit of damage. Dyrus trying to harass the Lulu down just a little bit, taking a lot of harass from that range. Oof. So much damage using that glitter lance, really strong. Lulu, not as popular top lane as she used to be, but you know, she can still be played well. And it is a bit of a counter pick, I guess, to the melee Hecarim. He does have a lot of gap closers, but as soon as you gap close on her, she can just pop her ultimate or pop a polymorph on you and you just die. Look at that, a lot amount of damage, really close. At the very least, should be pushing Dyrus out of the lane at this point. Seems like bot lane yet again. Janna a little bit low on health, going to meet this Vel'Koz. She's going to try to force him back, but now he's going to be in trouble. He's going to slow so that he doesn't get hit by that. There's going to be a slow coming on him, and I do believe, yeah, there you go, the Rend coming off, and that's going to be another kill for the Kalista. Completely Vel'Koz just out of position there, so nobody to blame but himself in that particular position. It's going to be early kills. Kalista doing a great job of juking the bomb. She's going to try to go in on her, going to check out his Rend. If this might be another kill. Yes, it is! 4 kills right away on the Kalista. She's going to say, thank you, good night. I'm going to come back home with a bunch of attack speed later. Actually went for a Vampiric Scepter to start off so she can just stay a little bit healthier in lane. Of course, with someone like Janna, she's not super sustained, but she's going to be fine. Yet another gank mid lane. Now they're going to go on the Azir. Is it going to be enough damage? Azir going to defend himself. Aatrox was in the position to help out in case of it necessary. Vlad thinking he doesn't have his ultimate or else he probably would just go in, but with the Azir here, that might actually not be viable. Seems like Hecarim is thinking of ganking himself. He's actually running in here. He doesn't have his own ultimate, but of course he can gank quite well. There's going to be blood pool on the Vladimir. Is he in position to get away? Yeah, he's run himself into a very good position. Saw that happening. Seems like he saw that happening. Was in a very good position to position himself against the gank there. Probably got a hello crazy people running mid lane to possibly kill you, so be careful. So he took care of that. Now Azir's gonna go on him here, gonna try to do a little bit of damage. Janna in position, was gonna slow him. He's gonna bubble, he's gonna force the flash, he's ghosted as well. The exhaust comes off. He's gonna be able to survive though. He's sitting here to help him out. He's gonna be forced to force away this Hecarim actually, who's gonna go straight on. Vladimir seems like he's gonna die. He's popping his potion. Now Lee Sin is the one that's in a little bit of trouble. He's gonna survive as well. And Janna trying to go a little bit heavier than she should on this Vladimir, but she's going to be fine. Now we see that finally the Jinx and the Vel'Koz come in position. They're going to pop up. The Aatrox going to slow him as well, but there's not going to be enough damage. He doesn't walk on top of the traps. The Vel'Koz a little bit out of position, going to get slowed. It's only level 3. The flash comes off. She managed to slow off the Aatrox. Wow, level 5 at this point. While you see the bot lane level 4 and 3, so Aatrox is actually quite dangerous. As this is all happening, Lulu just continues pushing for fun and profit, because you can. Let's look at the last hit situation. Kalista here is at 40. Jinx is at 19. And never mind the fact that Kalista has 4 kills, so she's already gotten seriously going. Mid lane, a little bit more in the favor of Vlad. He still doesn't have his Gunblade, so he's not at the point in the game where he can be super strong. We see that Lulu actually has 48 last hits compared to Hecarim's 31, so she's quite a bit ahead as well. Hecarim has been ganking quite a bit, trying to get something done across the map, but he hasn't actually been successful in doing so. So Lulu is just going to be able to get some items. She's going to be able to get a decent amount of farm. She's going to become a big factor in this game, or at least attempt to do so. Bot lane yet again. That's going to be seeing the aggression. Going to be a slow, nice flash there from the Kalista to get out of that pop-up. Going to continue attacking. Not going to be able to get any kills this time, but it's going to at least stay healthy. Now we see Lulu is actually TP'd in. Are they going to pop up the Kalista? The traps don't hit yet again. Just the traps aren't doing much. Lulu trying to chase down. They're at least going to get the Janna, but it seems the Kalista is going to be surviving just fine. Actually, mid lane, meanwhile, we'll see that the Vladimir. Oh, okay. He's going to prevent that B. Azir is going to try to go in all the way. People Plague pops off, actually forces Vlad away. Is he going to be able to get one more blood pool? Does manage to get him. Yet another soldier trying to come in. Aatrox trying to slow in. That's going to be it. The Chilling Smite, the Flash, and using hit Dark Flight and... meanwhile, as all this is happening, Jinx get a kill bot lane. But yeah, using his Dark Flight and Flash to get to secure the kill on Vladimir. They kind of want to stop him from getting going. He does have his Gunblade and boots at this point. Nice little traps there from Jinx as she sees the gank coming, goes in. Okay, she knew she was gonna die, and alright, might as well give the kill to the support being played by WildTurtl rather than giving a bunch of assists and possible kills to more carry potential guys. See what the Aatrox going. He does have this Chilling Smite. Seems like he's gonna be working towards over his upgrade. Oof, taking a little bit too much damage than I think he wanted to from these creeps. He's gonna try to maneuver. Okay, no, being forced to pop his passive here. Unfortunate for him. That's gonna, oh well, he's gonna be fine. In this particular case, just continue the jungling. Gets a bunch of health back. Sometimes you mismanage that kind of stuff with the auto attacks, but it's fine. Should be fine. Should be getting his warrior upgrade fairly soon. Top lane reduces the Janna. Misses the pop-up. Hecarim, however, gets the fear off, and I think, ooh, should be fine. She doesn't have her ultimate to fine. No, she's actually survives just fine. Pops her potion. Didn't have her ultimate to survive there. We'll have it in 10 seconds in case Janna or Hecarim wants to continue doing that. But even with the fear, not enough to keep her dead. Nice bit of play there. As she actually stays quite healthy, in fact. So she's going to be thankful for that. Kalista now has a recurve bow alongside her receptor, so she's going for a lot of attack speed. Now Lee Sin has come here top lane. Janna is there to support. Are they going to be able to do anything though? Dyrus is going to turn around. Kick coming in here from Lee Sin, not doing a lot of damage. They're going to try to refocus on Janna as Hecarim just going to try to tank all this. This is happening. Bit of souls coming down, but nope. Overall, I think red team here is going to be forced to back off. Now mid lane, let's focus a little bit of that. Azir. No, he's not quite catching up in last hits, but he's trying to accomplish something else. Aatrox here trying to chase down with the Hecarim this Lee Sin. Lee Sin's kind of a hard guy to chase down. He's kind of fairly safe. He's not going to be able to go for it here. Pop up from the Howling Gale on the Lulu. I think there might be a dive coming in, especially managed to push in these minions. Lee Sin pretty much has to stay here. There's no blood for Aatrox, so he can't really dive it too heavily. He might die from that. Is there going to be any fights coming in here? The minions come in. There's going to be a shield on Lulu. She's going to pop her own ultimate. Aatrox, bunch of damage. Lulu going to get taken down. ZionSpartan going to be chased down as well. There is tower damage coming in. He's going to chilling smite, so at least he's going to get the Aatrox, but he did die. That was almost had to happen. Oof, ultimate going to come down from Jinx. Actually going to hit WildTurtl straight in the face, but not enough to kill him. So too bad there. As all this is happening, we see that the Vlad and the Vel'Koz are actually going to continue pushing this mid lane. They don't have a lot of attack speed, so it's taking a while. But not too bad. Top lane also not going to be taken down. Bot lane, no towers even close to being destroyed. Like, pretty much all towers except now for mid tower are very, very, very healthy. We're bursting down all the creeps. A couple more attacks. One more auto attack. That's going to be first tower for blue team. Azir can actually, of course, plant his own tower, but not going to do that. Actually, we're going to get some soldiers out there. As all this is happening, now we see nice soul there from Vel'Koz. Nice pop-up as well. That's going to make sure he's safe. You know, there's a Hemo Plague. Vlad going a little bit too heavy, expecting help from Vel'Koz that wasn't coming. Vel'Koz doesn't even have his ultimate to pop in on that. Not... Oh, unfortunate there for Vladimir. Expected help from Vel'Koz. Expected him to have his ultimate, but Vel'Koz, yeah, quite under-leveled at this point. Only level 5. Did, in fact, not have his ultimate. If he'd had it, that would have been quite a bit of damage and possibly managed to get a kills there. As meanwhile, now Lee Sin gonna try to at least chase down this Janna. Gonna, in fact, give up on that, as can be quite hard to chase down with her passive speed ups from her Zephyr, and of course the heavy slow it offers as well in case it's needed. Top lane yet again, Dyrus just being harassed super heavy down to his tower by his Lulu. Constant glitter lancing and just crazy auto attacks. Seems like mid lane we see a bunch of low people. Azir and the Aatrox is Vel'Koz. Considering he still doesn't have his ultimate, he needs his ultimate. Gonna just at least pop his slow off. Vel'Koz gonna be fighting this Aatrox. A lot of damage coming after the Aatrox. There's the ultimate. Finally, it completely misses. Vel'Koz actually managed to take down ultimate from Jinx. Misses well. All the skills miss, and in fact ends up being the transfusion from Vladimir that in fact takes it down. Second tower meanwhile going to be taken down by the red team as Lulu finally pushes everything down. And while this is all happening, well, Kalista just enjoys herself bot lane, working on her build, working 90 last hits. That's going to provide yet another extra tower going to be taken down by the red team as Azir attempted to slow them down with his own personal little turret guy. Right here, let's see. Vladimir does have as well the ancients, so he can stay fairly healthy. Also, of course, his passive is giving him some stats as well. Decent amount of AP, not too much. Let's see, Lee Sin here is in fact doesn't quite have his red yet. Did actually go for movie boots early. Understandable. Lee Sin really strongly is movable around the map. Hecarim can be caught trying to catch Vlad here a little bit out of position, force him to pop a potion. He has his red buff. See if he can try to zone them in a position that is pretty bad for him. Now we see the Lulu actually turn around. Even more people coming in. There are Kalista and everybody on the blue side here. Lulu going to be forced to pop her ultimate, but all the souls coming out. She's going to get taken down. Vel'Koz is trying to pop a few spells off to do a little bit of damage with the pop-ups and the slows. Oh, but his escape route! No, he's got flash. Is not even going to save him, I think, here. Kick from Lee Sin. That's not going to be enough. It's going to be a kill for the Kalista. A little bit mismanaged and misplay there. Jinx is meanwhile going to try to get as much damage up. Popping her ultimate, not helping too much as you're going to meanwhile get even more additional damage on. The shield going to come off. Rend not in time, pops the shield, but still not enough. Aatrox now going in really heavily, going to try to get this. Lee Sin has his own passive, has the blood pool to let him survive. Just going to flash in and chilling smite this Vladimir to get the kill, and they're just going to keep on pushing. The TP is going to come down from Lulu. She's a little bit out of position. Everybody, red team always out of position here. Going to go in on this Aatrox, going to try to kill. It doesn't in fact use the little lines to do that, but now Kalista going to get a bunch of damage down on her. Just going to rend and get the kill here. Lulu with a not very good teleport, to be perfectly honest, right into the middle of the enemy team, even though it's near the tower. Vel'Koz does have his ultimate, but I'm not sure if this is going to be enough. Didn't get the pop-up or the soul or anything on him to be able to really get the ultimate off in order to get a kill. Doesn't quite get the soul there. Might have actually managed to get the kill off with his ultimate at that point, but not quite enough. Kalista here does have her Rune's Hurricane, just so much damage and so much maneuverability that it offers. Yeah, look at that. She can just do that in a team fight. Just run around like that in a team fight. And of course, don't forget that her Rend doesn't have a stack. it doesn't have a cap on the amount of stacks you can have. Like, look at that, rending all the minions. It doesn't have a cap on the amount of stacks you can have on minions or creeps. So that basically means that dragons and stuff like that, really easy. Speaking of dragons, red team is actually going to try to take this here. Kalista is in position to possibly help if she runs, but she's just a little too late. Red team going to try to continue at least working on some sort of fight back, as they do have more objectives despite losing the fight. Aatrox is going to get caught easily as the entire red team going to catch them. See whether they can actually push this even further. Kalista was now out of position, not going to continue pushing bot lane. We're going to see whether they can actually push mid lane here, try to take advantage of this. Dyrus is going to get top lane meanwhile, so this is actually the best time for them to do it. Nope, they decided not to do that. They're in fact going to be backing off instead of pushing as a team. It seems Vladimir went down to clear bot lane. But yeah, red team, the weaknesses so far have really been like bad team fight decisions. Vel'Koz getting caught, like you saw that fight here where Vel'Koz went from here, the entire enemy team was here, maybe he didn't have proper vision, but the entire enemy team was here. He saw that after popping, he should have seen that after popping some spells, so he decided to use the escape route and going down here right into where enemy was most likely to be. So even in that situation, you want to play safe. You're going to go and escape either this way, going up here through this brush and down here, or run up here close to your turret and be from there. Significantly safer escape route in position he was in, and you didn't really want to lose. Didn't want to die in that position. Just a little, and also that TP to this inner turret when you had two enemies on this side of it, and no teammates to support you at all as you went from this B. Yes, he got a kill, but he got killed at a response too, so it pretty much equalized. No advantage and disadvantage. Now we're going to be seeing Hecarim being slowed down here. He's going to get caught a little bit, but just going to force Lee Sin back, going to force Lee Sin to get a kick off. Azir going to go in really heavily, popping his ultimate. Vel'Koz getting all of his spells off. Hecarim just going to go in on Vel'Koz, going to get the kill fairly easily on Jinx. Going to be caught way out of position. She's trying to do much damage as she can. Double kill for the Hecarim. Meanwhile, the Jinx did seem to get the kill on the Azir, but now Vladimir also really out of position. Triple kill for the Hecarim. Oh, nice old Night Monsoon there from Janna. Actually going to get Lee Sin off this position here. Oh, nice flash as well, but ultimately his Q, he does die for ultimately, not his Q, I'm sorry, his Q and his Blades of Torment actually getting the kill. Meanwhile, top lane here, Lulu finally at this point, hey, I don't have a tower to retreat to in order to harass this Hecarim anymore. Hecarim does a bunch of damage now with his Triforce, so he's a big danger, as you saw. Got himself an easy triple kill in that fight. Red team's just going to be forced to back away as the Hecarim just going to, nope, chase you down, kill you. Kill you. Easy peasy. Let's see, Vladimir doesn't seem to be working on his Zonias yet. Okay then. Lulu has her Merle and Omicron. Oh, look at that. Gotta be a solo kill yet again for the Kalista. She's just so ridiculous at this point. 8 kills, has a Runans and a Bloodthirster, which makes a lot of sense for her actually. Like things like Ayad, she's not, her damage isn't focused on critical strikes. Her damage is focused on getting rend stacks on someone and just killing you. Let's see, Vel'Koz, just standard stuff. Has his Sightstone and a Frostfang, but doesn't even have his Frostman's Claim yet. They're finally going to try to catch this Kalista off guard. She's going to be slowed a little bit. Meanwhile, all this is happening is you're going to take down a tower. There's going to be a flash coming in, and that should be a kill. Shut down gold for the Lulu. Ultimate coming out from Jinx even to help out. And Janna's a little bit out of position at this point. Are they going to be able to take advantage of this or not? That's my question here. Going to go in on this as heavy as they can as you're in position there to help out as well. Lee Sin's going to get, no, so far so good. So far so alive. And Aatrox comes in. Going to get himself a bunch of kills. We did see that the Jinx actually got a kill as well. She should be able to respond here to the Aatrox. Going to get the soul on them. Going to get her a double kill. There's going to be a Hemo Plague on the Janna. She's not going to be able to escape either. That's going to be another kill. So that's going to be 4 dead members for blue team. Let's see if red team can somehow take advantage of this. As all this is happening, Dyrus says, okay, fine guys. You just do your own thing. I don't have TP up, so I'm just going to push the outer turret. I'm sorry, the inner turret, and get this wave all the way to the inhibitor turret and see where we can accomplish something there. There's a minute until Baron. Red team, yet again, not in a really good position to take advantage of having won that fight. Hecarim just running around, just, hey, I'm support hunting. You know, simple as that. He's going to try to chase down the Jinx, actually going to cancel that. But yeah, that's what Hecarim does at this point. It's like, be very, very quiet. I'm hunting support players. Okay, that maybe started decently Elmer Fudd-like, but it really didn't end that way. I apologize. Be very, very quiet. Wrap up going to be for Lee Sin here as Hecarim just tried to be a little disturbing. He's just a really annoying force at this point. He can deal a bunch of damage. Just also has Merc Tread, so he's hard to CC. You know, he's harder to CC. and just Triforce, he can deal so much damage. He's decently tanky inherently, you know, has decent tanky stats. You know, resistances aren't too high, but his health and resistances are decent enough that he can sort of go in there. We're going to be seeing whether it's going to be a fight or not. It's going to be a siege battle. And we're going to see who's actually going to go for it. I think siege-wise, you don't really... Okay, Kalista can do some damage, and Azir can sort of siege with his troopers, but I think there's overall much better anti-siege in the opposite team. You see it like that. There's a bunch of damage coming out. One more crit. Not going to come out from Jinx. She's not going to be able to get the kill. Doesn't have her ultimate, it seems, to pop that out. So she's going to be forced. She doesn't actually have her ultimate, but decided not to use that. Now, yeah, the blue team going to continue just pushing this. Azir actually put his tower down just in case they push it out. They're actually going to be forced to take some tower damage as well. Actually, pretty good position in that way. They can just continue sieging this while they have this tower here. But it seems like they're in fight, going to back off, possibly go for Baron. And red team really have to get their stuff going. Like, there was finally a good fight. They kind of caught a bunch of blue team out of position, so you know so there was a good fight for them. But they really have to play just a little bit better. They have to coordinate just a little bit better. And yeah, it seems like these guys are going to be just going straight up for Baron. This isn't even a full fight. They're just going to go for it. As Kalista just tries to sort of maneuver herself around all of Baron's attacks. It's a little bit rough here, though, so you got to be a little bit careful. See, Lee Sin is actually coming into position. He's thinking, hey, guys, you really going to do this? Yeah, I didn't think so. He's going to be able to catch these people off guard. He's going to go on it, but just going to get, look at that. Pop up to pop up to pop up to pop up. Now, Lulu's going to be out of position. Vel'Koz is going to pop his ultimate. Not really going to hit anybody. Ultimate coming in from Lulu, as Dyrus on the opposite side actually manages to go in for the carries and gets a kill. Double kill for the Kalista as well. She gets the Lulu and the Lee Sin down. And now we see the Vladimir. He's going to be forced to blood pool. He's not going to be able to might get the Vel'Koz here. Does in fact get the Vel'Koz. There's also a kill on the Kalista. Double kill for Vladimir. And I'm sorry, not the Vel'Koz. Aatrox, I meant to say. Aatrox and the Kalista from the Vladimir. Vel'Koz maybe going to be forced away. So this time they're going to be pushing it even harder. I think that, yeah, with Dyrus playing this Hecarim, they're just going to take down this inhibitor turret. Might even get the inhibitor here. Lee Sin coming back. Nope. Okay, they're just gonna say no thank you to the inhibitor, but they did take the inhibitor turret, so even more zoning potential for them. At this point, they've taken down 7 towers. So what the fact, red team had a decent advantage. They had a couple early towers. They had the first dragon. Still think the opposite side doesn't have a dragon, but really just the gold disadvantage is huge. Almost 12,000 gold disadvantage here for the red team, so they really need to get something going. They really need to take objectives, and the few fights they've won, the thing is they haven't managed to capitalize at all. Now we see that the Kalista, of course, has pretty much a built-in smite with her Ren, because she can just get, like, okay, not the Kalista, I thought it was the Kalista, that was in fact the Hecarim. They look alike, they must be siblings. But yeah, with the built-in smite, it lets her take down Baron and Dragon so much easier. Gonna be a little damage coming down on this Janna. Let's see what she in fact has. Actually went for Ardent Sensor this game. That's pretty cool. So yeah, so she's pretty much what she's trying to do. She's just gonna super fight. Oh boy, gonna get caught trying to ward up. Gonna get taken down by the Vel'Koz, in fact. But now we have 3 people from red team, and the Aatrox should go down as well. And despite the fact that he gets his passive up, he's just gonna get trapped instantly and gonna get taken down. So that's not gonna happen. Azir in position now with the Kalista to try to do a bit of damage. They got a little bit out of position. Have to be a little bit careful here. But yeah, I was saying, Janna's just playing super, like, support the Kalista. Putting the shield down, not only does she have a shield on her, and the bonus AD from the shield, but also Ardent Sensor gives her bonus attack speed. So she's just going to be able to do pretty much this. So just, yeah, going to continue chasing this little. Look at that, just jumping around, chasing like crazy. Now she's going to fight, going to get kicked out. Going to be forced to flash. Is she able to get away? Azir comes in position to help her out. Is going to be an ult. Yes, it is. It doesn't quite do enough damage, but the Vel'Koz ultimate is going to be enough. And the Jinx is just going to taste down. Thought she had the kill. In fact, did not. Thought she had the kill there with her crit, but saw the barrier coming up from the Azir at that exact moment, who's just decided to just chase her down yet. Now red team is a little bit position. Hecarim going to come in from behind, pop his ultimate. He's going to be able to get him. So the triple kill or what? Going to get the Vel'Koz as well, double kill. Are going to chase down the Lee Sin. Flash and the Zephyr going to come out. Lee Sin so slow. Going to jump yet again, and yeah, they're not going to get him as he's just a little bit too slippery. Now we see Lulu yet again out of position, just going to get taken on by the Aatrox. So what's up? I'm going to kill you. Ultimate going to come off from the ladder. He's going to get the extra ultimate to pop off. Heal coming off of the Monsoon. Ultimate pops from the Aatrox, but he's still alive. But nope, double kill from the Vladimir. Forced to sacrifice his Lulu there in that fight, unfortunately. Let me have a sip of water here, excuse me. And a sip of coffee. Let's do the double. There we go. Oops, didn't mean to do that, pardon me. Sometimes I click F1 because like, I want to center on a dude or on myself. But then I forget, like, in this mode, it messes with the fog of war. Visibility. So, that's that. Oh, let's see here. That was a decent enough sort of... I don't know. Red team is just so far behind. I'm not quite sure exactly how they're going to come back, if at all. They really have to just get going. Kalista, so ridiculous at this point. Has Shiv, also has a Quicksilver Sash, so in case she gets in trouble, she can just sash herself out of it. Opposite side carry Jinx. Okay, yeah, she only has her eye edge, so yeah, okay, her auto attacks do... Her crits are big, but she needs more attack speed, and she's going to need even more AD. She needs... stuff to kill this opponent. Let's see, on the opposite side, we do have the Hecarim. He actually went for Youmuu's and Mercurial Scimitar. What is this build? This is nuts. Look at the amount of items he has, too. Like, the fact that he has all these items is insane. So he can just run and chase and auto-attack people like a maniac and just get out of whatever the opposite team decides to do to him. It's going to be perfectly safe. They're just going to try to force these people back. Vladimir going to go in, pop his Hemoplague, either be able to do anything. There's going to be a big fight breaking out over this inhibitor. Red team seems to be coming out ahead a little bit. Aatrox is going to get taken down. Everybody's being chased down as well. Hecarim, meanwhile, going to get the kill on the Vladimir. Jinx going to be turned into a giant marshmallow person. But overall, 2 for 2. Overall, 2 for 2 there. They do get the inhib, so unfortunately, Jinx managed to stay safe that fight. But just not enough. Not enough there. The engage also didn't really come off the best way. We saw that the Vladimir actually went in. Okay, there's even his corpse isn't here anymore. Probably just turned into a pool of blood and melted away. But Vladimir ultimate went in, and the team didn't have the instant follow-up at the same time. You know what I mean? There was no follow-up right away from the enemy team. So they didn't take full advantage of the amplification of his ultimate. Like, yeah, it's only 12% bonus amplified damage, but every bit counts, especially in a big team fight. You want to get that Hemoplague on people. You want Jinx to just turn on her rocket launcher and just kablammo everybody. And also, in fact, just get that Super Mega Death Rocket off on people before that ultimate pops itself. But at this point, oh gosh, it's just Kalista's just going to be... Kalista and Hecarim just going in there, fighting, killing people. Like, you got to notice this guy. Blue team, with their weaknesses right now, they don't have any... Like, I guess Aatrox is their tank, I guess. He does have Spirit Visage and a Hex Drinker, but he's a little bit damage focused. He is sort of their tank, I guess, but they don't have any purely dedicated... They don't even have, like, a proper bruiser, not really. Hecarim is going fully offense, for the most part. Anyway, the Mercurial Scepter is sort of a mixed bag. Well, look at that. Yeah, well, the Rend, yeah, no chance. You're not even going to be able... This is going to be like a double smite. Ghost Gate going to be popped up. Hecarim's just going to go up top here. There's actually going to get the smite. No, blue team is in fact going to be able to get a Kalista with her Rend. Actually going to get the kill there. But now people a little bit out of position. Hecarim going to go on this. Going to get slowed. Is there going to be Hemoplague going to come off as well? He's going to get shut down. Vladimir going to join in the fight. Everybody, blue team just being mowed down. Finally, 4 people going to get taken down. And Ace... Jinx got taken out there really early into the fight by Hecarim, but then the rest of the team was just really out of position. Is Red team going to finally be able to take advantage of this, though? Like, yeah, they took out everything. Like, basically the entire Baron advantage that they had, because when you have Baron and you have an open inhibitor, these pushes just become so strong, especially if you get the elixir, the pushing elixir. The name of which I have... Rend? No, not Rend. The name of which I've currently forgotten. Basically gives you bonus health and the passive Siege Commander, which just buffs all of your creeps, all the creeps around you. Makes it so that they deal, I think, 15 bonus damage to structures. So that with the Baron buff is just so strong, especially with an open inhibitor. You can just push in so hard and possibly just win the game with that, siege through the game, but at least just open up another inhibitor, because as you see right now, Red team... They don't have any inner or outer turrets. They only have these 2 inhibitors that are not quite open yet, but they might be soon. I guess the Red team is going to take advantage of this, at least take a dragon. They do have 2 dragons now to the blue team's 1, but still quite behind. They're not as far behind. They've caught up a little bit in gold. They were almost 12k gold behind at some point. At this point, it's closer to 9k, so it's a little bit better. Jinx is getting a little bit farmed. She actually has herself an Empiric Scepter now. And slowly but surely working himself up the ladder of the items. Let's see Lee Sin, what's he's going for. He just has a Stalker's Warrior thing. Eventual Giant Spell with Boost of doesn't have too much. Janna gonna be got out of position here, but she's just gonna get pulled out there by Kalista to safety. Lulu, let's see, at this point, has double Morellonomicons. We see this actually, I'm seeing this happening a little bit more. Like, people just kind of ignore the passive and just understand the Morellonomicon just gives so many great base stats for a very cheap item. It's like, what, 2,200 or something around that area, and giving these amazing stats. Like, this passive, okay, works, but, like, you'll buy this thing. I might be actually wrong on the price. I might be confusing it with another item, in fact, so I apologize about that. But for the amount of stats it gives you for the price is amazing. They're going to anti-siege here. Monsoon going to barely save Azir's life, but this might actually give an opportunity to go in. Jinx ultimate not going to accomplish much. They're just, meanwhile, just going to take... Vlad actually did manage to take down the his ultimate, I believe, actually, in fact, took down the Azir. But they're going to just force him down. Going to take this tower that was being put up by the Azir. Let's see if they actually manage to do anything here. They're just going to be forced to play defensively and just get farmed up. Now, see that the gold differential is getting now closer to 8k. So they are catching up bit by bit. They've taken down 6 towers to the enemy's 7. They have a dragon advantage. They did miss out on the Baron, but still, you know, there is some pressure being put on the map. I'm sorry, 6 turrets. I'm sorry, I keep forgetting that we have an Azir on the opposite side, so he actually counts. I actually think that's the tooltip we should take away. In fact, I think Azir's tower should not be counted towards the maximum turn count. Now going to see Lee he's going to cook away. Didn't really need the ultimate there, but he's going to be fine. But yeah, I really think that Azir tower should not be counted towards the total team tower kills. It's just, you know, it gives you a false image of what's actually happening. But yeah, let's see that the right team is actually taking down only 2 towers. 2 outer towers. So the amount of pressure they have on the map is almost non-existent. They've actually caught up a little bit in kills. They've caught up a little bit in gold. Just going to continue defending, continue to farming, get this Jinx up, because Jinx still, despite Kalista's power, Jinx, I think, like, super late game, I do think Jinx is still stronger. She just, her crits, yeah, okay, Runaan's Hurricane Kalista is scary. Okay, Runaan's Hurricane Kalista is scary because the rend is so strong and she can attack multiple targets with it. But Jinx all Jinx needs is to turn on Rocket Launcher and get one big AoE crit, and the fight changes instantly. So, not gonna say that Red Team has no chance whatsoever at this game. It's just not true, because I still think they have definitely a chance. They're now out of this game. They're just in a really bad position. They're going to be forced to defend this inhibitor with no tower to help out. They're probably just going to be forced to give up this inhibitor. But they do have a lot of they do have a lot of their own sieging techniques that they're actually using to push people back. You see that only 4 people on blue team. It's a question of whether they're actually going to want to go for this, because if they do, they might be sacrificing top tower for this positioning here. Gonna be able to get Azir down fairly low. Aatrox fairly low as well. Seems like the inhibitor is in fact going to go down. Okay, the shield on the Vladimir. He goes in. He gets the Hemoplague off. There's got a lot of damage. Jinx also gets her ultimate off there as Aatrox goes in, really popping his passive just so he can survive. A lot of damage going to be taken down. Vladimir going to get taken the Kalista. Jinx may find himself in the position to take down the Kalista. Help take down the Aatrox to the Kalista in response. Now the Hecarim just runs in and does a whole bunch of damage, chasing down Lulu. They're actually, in fact, going to be able to take her. Going to be slowed by Vel'Koz, but in fact going to be taken down. We've seen is really out of position, doesn't manage to kill anybody, as he's in fact going to be taken down as a triple kill for the Hecarim. They're going to take the advantage. They're going to take an inhibitor. Don't think they're going to be able to push in all the way, but they're definitely going to take that. Thank you. Vel'Koz should in fact not be able to push her away. Actually gets the kill on the Janna. She just gets caught. Hecarim, meanwhile, is going to pop his ghost. Going to get popped off by the Vel'Koz. This is going to chase him all the way. Going to force the ghost pop here. And she's just going to run away. Vel'Koz like, get out of my base. Or, you know, what he said. I don't know what he said, but I said, get out of my base. Basically, if Vel'Koz was a strange Irish, purple sort of Irish guy. I'm not sure. I think that was an Irish accent. I'm not sure. Sometimes I say things and I'm not sure what accent I'm actually talking about. Sometimes it's Irish, sometimes something else. Do you see, in fact, a Phantom Dancer rather than the Shiv from the Jinx? A little more attack speed, slightly more critical strike chance. So she's considering that to be a little bit more important. And all this is happening. Vel'Koz actually goes all the way to Hecarim and like, dude, I told you, I don't just want you to get out of my lane. I want you to get out of my base. I want you to get out of the game. Get out of the lane. Stay in your own base. I think this is some sort of Irish Schwarzenegger thing going on. That's what I have going on there. Not exactly sure what's happening. Speaking of Hecarim, okay, he does have his Spirit Visage now, so okay, a little bit more tankiness going on. Janna going down to stop the beat from the Lulu. That's not going to happen. Let's see, Azir here, Rabadons, Athenes, no surprise. Haunting guys, Just, yeah, the good stuff. Gonna be working on his Leandries at this point. Baron pops up. Kalista has eye edge as well, just for the extra damage. Has the shiv, bunch of attack speed. So she just pretty much at this point, she has a full build, so she's scary. Janna also has so many people to kill because of the sashes. Just to, you know, just to say, I don't want no plague. I want immunity. I want the vaccine. I want vaccination. I want the medicine from the plague. Lee Sin gonna go in all the way. Nice ultimate there from Azir, but it's just gonna split up the team much more. That's gonna be pretty bad. Jinx gonna be able to manage to get the kills. They're gonna get down the Janna. Vladimir gonna mop this up. That's gonna be... Oh my. It's gonna be an easy burn as Hecarim is just like, oh, sorry man. Maybe I should have TP'd. Okay, now everybody in my head is like some sort of weird Irish Schwarzenegger hybrid. I'm gonna stop now. It's Vel'Koz. Vel'Koz is the Irish Schwarzenegger. Only Vel'Koz, okay? Yeah, you hear me? I don't know. Okay, I'm stopping now. See what he has. He has a Haunting, guys. Also Morel Namakan. And Void Staff. Just these nice, cheap little support AP items so he can just do a little bit extra damage. I don't know with this Baron buff. This Jinx is just gonna push and push and push, working on her BF sword. See, she's significantly behind build-wise to Kalista, who had so many kills early, but as the game has gone on, Kalista has been less and less effective. Jinx, despite dying so many times, has actually been very effective. Now has a Bloodthirster. Just, you know, getting just her ultimate and a few... Okay, Hecarim, mind you, takes the dragon there, but yeah, just Jinx getting her her rocket launcher, just a few rocket launcher shots and her ultimate off in a fight is so effective. It's just so much. She just needs to just pop fight. So she just gets all her spells out there, get the traps off, and just do as much as she can. Now we see John a little bit in position here. There's going to be exhaust coming in on this Jinx, but the speed up from the Lulu is going to say no. That's a no. That's a no. Jinx, in fact, going to use her W there. Her zap in order to get that kill. Oof, Vlad just wanting to chase people down. He actually also has a Morel Namakan, does have his Zonias, does have his Voice Staff, does have his Rabadons, has a full build, actually went for a Distortion as well. So he's just insane in fights. He just like pops everything. And you see the opposite team, so many people have like, heck, okay, look at that. Quicksilver Sash. Okay, no Quicksilver Sash, but Quicksilver Sash, Quicksilver Sash. Almost. Mercurial, just everybody. Oh, look, I'm missing a fight. As all this is happening. I'm talking about Quicksilver Sashes and blue team and red team kind of engage, and Vladimir dies and Azir dies, mid laners all die. Now the Hecarim going to go in really hell on the opposite side. They're going to be able to tilt down the Lulu. Nice bit of microing here from the Jinx, but she's going to get taken down. There's a little double kill for the Hecarim as the Lee Sin tries to escape. He's going to flash over a wall. Kalista is not going to get him. But overall, now they have an open nexus. Lee Sin has the GTFO. Look at that. Look at that Janna movement speed. She's just chasing him all the way, not giving him time to be. He knows, dude, I need to get out of here. That's not gonna happen. Janna might just kill you here, so he's just gonna be forced to ring around the roses. This is gonna be how long he's gonna try to be in time. Yes, because the 4 second recall due to the Baron buff is gonna be enough. But is he gonna be able to stop this? I don't think he is. The Nexus is almost open. He's just groaning in. The enemy team is pretty much ignoring me at this point. Ghostblade gonna be coming off from the Dyrus. No other teammates gonna be popping off the Ace, and that's gonna be it for blue team. Oh, they were close. They were close. Gotta say, red team, like blue team, started making mistakes near the end there. They were fairly close to eventually throwing this. They were starting to give red team opportunities. Unfortunately, red team never managed to take a one fight and turn it into any sort of map pressure. They took Baron, but they didn't even manage to do anything with that. The entire game, they only took down 3 actual outer turrets. That's it. All the map pressure was being put on by the blue team. Dyrus was constantly top or bottom, always putting on pressure. Yes, it sometimes meant he wasn't joining in team fights, which meant loss, but he was always putting on pressure. So even if they lost the team fight, the opposite team couldn't do anything to respond. So a little bit of a chaotic game, but really, really fun. Kalista farm festival here with 292 last hits and just almost a full build. Is kind of nuts, to be perfectly honest. This is a fun game. This is a good one. Hope you enjoyed the commentary, guys. Please leave me a comment, subscribe to my channel, leave me a like, tell me what you like, what you didn't like, and check out some of my other games. I post regularly. I'm also making even more and more videos. Check out my stream at RanchinDA on twitch.tv. And I guess I'll see you guys in the next video. GG guys, Ranchin out. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Just laugh because why not? First, he gets a pull out of being bumped back. Actually gets a pull as Syndra was feeling herself a little bit too safe, and then nice follow-up as Fiddlesticks just says to hell with it and goes in with a Crow Storm. Because why not? Now they're gonna